Johnny Murray here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about the highly rumored PlayStation 5 event, plus some other topics. However, leading into March, this is currently the 2nd of March at the time of recording this, and I thought no better time than talk about the hottest topic leading into March, and that is the rumored PlayStation 5 event. What will they announce? What will they show? Let's talk about it. So the time has come where rumors are starting to heat up again for a PS5 event. And with that, you already know things are going to start getting exciting, things are going to start getting crazy. And we already know some things that could be at this event. To start, the new subscription service PlayStation has been planning for a long time. Project Spartacus is what it's called, and we know there might be 3 tiers to the subscription service. I think if there is an event in March, we are guaranteed to be seeing the subscription service for the first time officially. I'm personally really excited for this subscription service. I think it could be pretty good if they do the right things with it. Now, that is the issue, is will they actually do the right things with it? I have hope that Sony knows what they're doing, and, well, we can only wait and see if it actually does turn out to be good or if it turns out to be bad. Next up, let's talk about some possible games that we could see at the event. And the first one that I feel like needs to be addressed is God of War Ragnarok. So we already know God of War Ragnarok is slated to have a 2022 release date, and that's the issue, is we don't exactly know when in 2022. See, Gran Turismo releases in 2 days at time of recording this, and after that, apart from Ghostwire Tokyo, which is Bethesda owned, and Forspoken, which is Square Enix owned, PlayStation has no first-party titles lined up for the rest of the year. And this is an issue for a big company who prioritizes in exclusives. And so, leading into this event, I think it's pretty obvious and pretty clear that we're going to be getting some big releases happening in 2022. God of War Ragnarok being the main one, the primary game releasing in 2022. However, there are some other things that we can expect. There was a leak by Video Game Leaks on Twitter stating that Sony PlayStation has a classic franchise that will be returning in Q4 of 2022, and that the game is about 70% complete. Now, what could this classic franchise be? Well, that's the issue, is we don't exactly know if this is going to be a first-party game or if this is going to be a third-party game. And here are the options. If it's first party, I'm putting money on Sly Cooper, Infamous, maybe Wipeout, Killzone. There are quite a few things, but I think the most likely one, to be honest, is Twisted Metal. They've been talking about it for a while. We know the studio behind development switched to Firesprite, I do believe, and first party really could be anything. They have so many classic franchises under PlayStation's belt that they could bring back, but there are some that are more likely than others, which I just stated. Third party wise, I mean, it really could be anything at that point. I think Silent Hill is a good guess, but like I said, it really could be anything when we reach into the third party territory, because we're including Ubisoft, we're including Square Enix, we're including EA, we're including Capcom, Sega. There are so many other companies as well. It could be like Konami, for instance. Metal Gear could show up. So and keep in mind, this rumor is just a rumor. We have no actual credibility behind it. So take it with a grain of salt. But he has been highly credible in the past. So take it as you will. But I'm taking it as a grain of salt, because you never know until it officially releases. And hopefully we get that announcement this month. For me, though, I think some of my most wanted games, some of my pipe dreams, you will, I think it's kind of likely we see Ghost of Tsushima 2. Now, I know you're thinking we just got that game in 2020. True, but guess what? We also get release or announcement trailers 2 years before the game is released. That's at least what PlayStation has been doing recently. God of War Ragnarok announced 2 years before its release. Horizon, 2 years before its release. Spider-Man 2, 2 years before its release. And so if they keep up with this trend, Ghost of Tsushima 2 has a slated release date for 2024. That meaning that now would be a perfect time to announce or finally show a little glimpse of Ghost of Tsushima 2. It's a big game. We know they're hiring for it, and we know that they're making it. The question is, when will we get it, and when will we see it? I think if we do get this March event, it's not completely out of the picture that we will be seeing Spider-Man 3 or Wolverine. I think those are two things to keep in mind going into this, that they are supposed to, at least one of them is supposed to come out next year. And we have yet to see anything except the original trailer. Wolverine, though, I don't know how far away that game is, so I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There is a very good chance we don't see it, but there is also a chance we do. PlayStation is known for surprises. And, of course, that leads you to the next thing, is surprises. What kind of surprises will PlayStation bring? We know they are full of them. We know they love them. And I think it's very confident to say there will be some surprises at this event. So I know I've been talking a lot about the event and what we could see, but let me talk about the event itself. Like I said, the rest of 2022 is very foggy for PlayStation. We know they're going to have games, but we don't know what they are or when they will release. That is why I think this event will happen, and it is important. That being, there are so many things they need to do. First of all, announce the things that we know are supposed to come out soon. Number one being the new subscription service, Project Spartacus. It's supposed to release this spring, meaning they have to announce it very, very soon. And they're not just going to put up a trailer on YouTube. That'd be very weird. They're going to make it special. As well as their big first-party title that we know is coming, God of War Ragnarok. We need to know the release date. Speaking of God of War Ragnarok, there was kind of a leak on a store that it's coming out in June. That does actually make sense. PlayStation is known for having big summer releases. Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, and now maybe God of War Ragnarok. But also, this could help start momentum for the second half of the year, because their first half of the year has been great. We can't argue with that. The first half of the year has been great for PlayStation. This could gain momentum for the second half of the year and possibly the start of 2023, which we know we have some releases slated for that already, being Spider-Man 3 being the primary one. And then again, if they do end up announcing that classic franchise returning in Q4 of 2022, they're going to need to announce it soon. And, of course, they can't wait till E3, because then they'll only have, 6, maybe even less months of advertisement. So when all is said and done, there are a lot of things that need to be done with PlayStation, and I feel like if this event is true, they will be able to get it done. They know they have a lot of things they want to show, and we know that they do as well. So, with that being said, I really hope this PlayStation event happens. I always love them. I think they're always so exciting, and we'll see what happens, man. We'll see if PlayStation ends up doing an event or not. I think it's very likely. I feel like everything just kind of adds up around it. There's so much smoke around it at this point that it has to be true and it has to happen. But that being said, I'm going to leave this one here, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be back with another one next week. Take it easy. Johnny Mare out. Peace.